Morning all, Friday morning, quick whip round and catch up. Today's job will mainly be working on this Kajiva, I suppose we're calling it. It's a Mito 125 with a 350 power valve engine in it. It's featured on videos before. We've been doing a lot, and I just realised we haven't done a sort of catch up on it for quite a while. So, where are we at with it? Well, the front end's built. The owner got us a 916 front end for it, so that's gone in with its twin disc front wheel. The radiator that's running on there is off a VFR 400 top radiator. It's got these lovely clip-ons, Brembo levers, domino grips, quick action throttle. The carburetors are on. We've made a throttle cable to suit. Most of that is temporarily fixed, but in the fashion that it'll be finally made. There's a lot of it we're just testing. At the moment, it's to try and get it to run properly. The exhausts, Mick Abbey's made them. They're these beautiful twin pipe GP style, really nicely tucked under the engine in a way. The chassis is mainly set up. Obviously, everything's tight as it should be because I'm dyno testing it. Part of this kit, you have to put these bracing rods in underneath the engine. Unfortunately, they're not coming up very well in the video. Let's get a torch. John's made these. They basically stop the engine twisting. So they attach the engine there and then to the frame at the back there. There's one either side, you can just see the other one in the distance. So they need to be made so that it stops the engine twisting when you accelerate. The rest of the plates are all in fashion of welded, the engine's solid. So we've been doing runs on it. We're setting up the carburetors, we're setting up the Zealtronic ignition, trying to program everything, and so far we're getting pretty good lines. You can see that's fairly smooth, still a bit of ironing out to do. Fueling's not quite there, but it's getting there with every setup that we change. We're at 65 and a bit rear wheel horsepower, 70 something estimated at the crank. Pretty good going for a 350 valve, but still a little bit more to go by the looks of that graph. So today I'm going to be messing with that. The RD400, we've had to put a little pause on at the moment, just while we all get back up to full speed. This BMW K1100 I'm going to start wiring into next week. We found the starter motor's faulty, that needs changing. It's having this little Moto Gadget dash and Moto Gadget electronic sorry, it's not an ignition system. It's an electronic control system for all the electrics on the bike. You wire your battery into it and then you wire all your circuits off it. The customer's bought us all the parts and supplied it, I just need to fit them on. The CB500 does work. When I said earlier in the week I'd come back and it was all completed, John's had it running. We have found it's got a really intermittent and weak spark. We tested a lot yesterday and we found the coils weren't in great shape. The HT leads were snapping where they come out of the coils. The condensers were iffy. If we changed them, we got a better spark. So I've ordered new coils, new condensers. The points seem to be working fine. Set of caps and one carburettor fault. One carburettor keeps leaking fuel. Soon sort that. Lambretta is ready to go out. Customer's coming for it today. We sorted out an issue where it would cut out at traffic lights and junctions when it came to a stop. Carburettor's been overhauled and set up. It was mainly set up on it. And he brought us an ignition system. That's in a little blue box on the running board down there. He brought us an ignition system, so we fitted that. Straightforward enough. It needs a better exhaust on it. It's blowing where it meets the barrel, but I had a proper look yesterday. The exhaust system just doesn't meet the cylinder at the right angle, and without bending it, it's really thin tin. I don't really want to bend it because I think it's going to try and snap. So I'm just going to advise him, I think, to get a new exhaust system probably. This VFR 750, we fitted a new regulator to it back in March, I think it was. And the customer's been riding around it all year, and yesterday morning he just noticed he was having a burning smell again. This time we've gone into it, the regulator connector is starting to melt again, so we took the generator off to have a look, and the generator, it's not gone, it's actually testing okay, but some of the windings look a bit hot. Now, we've had this a few times. When you think we probably do anywhere upwards of 20 regulators a year, we maybe get one or two where in the next following 12 months they have maybe an issue with charging or generator failing again. I think it's always best, really, and I'm going to advise going forward, that whenever a regulator gets changed, we'll change the generator. They work as a pair, and when one fails, it often affects the other. I've sort of mentioned it before in my videos. So I think that's just something going forward that we'll try and do if the customer's happy with that. It's an extra expense, but if one's damaged and you replace it and the other one's been damaged and you don't trace it or can't see it, it may mean that you get a failure again going forward. So that one's getting a new generator and a new regulator fitted, and that'll be out hopefully today, I think. The GPZ's still where it was, and we've got this really lovely MV Brutale 1090 in for a major service, valve clearances, oil filters, the usual major services you can imagine. Really good going over. That'll be just getting progressed through by the end of next week. So probably by Friday's video it'll either just be ready to go out or it'll have gone. And that's it, really. As you can see, we've got a lot less bikes in. My tactic of trying to move some of them out of the workshop and back to the customers has worked. Outside here we have no bikes. The other bonus is Oscar's back. He started work with us back on Wednesday. Still a bit sore with his shoulder, but it's improving and he can work. He's been doing a few bits and pieces already on the bench. He's started and done a service for us. John's been off on holiday just as Oscar got back, so I'm still not back to full staff. By next week, there will be 3 of us in this workshop busy away, so we'll finally really be able to get into some of the work that we've been planning to. And with less bikes in here and so much more space, we had 22 bikes in here at one point this year, and in the morning all of them had to be pushed outside, and that was just taking us time, and it was actually tiring us out. All of them had to be pushed in the night. With all this much space, we can get in the morning, we can literally start pretty much straight away. If the weather's bad, we're not having to worry about covering them all up. So going forward, as bikes are finished, I'll be contacting customers, getting their bikes in. We've got quite a backlog. I've got over 20 bikes on my books that people want us to get straight in and get worked on. But we will work through those pretty quickly, and we'll get through them all. The winter's sort of coming in, certainly autumn in the air now, so there'll be less bikes out on the road. People will be less desperate to have them fixed and done. And by sort of end of this winter season, my hope is that we're really caught up with where we are with everything, and next year we will just have full availability to get people's bikes in, get them sorted, and get them done whenever they need. Anyway, busy day ahead today. Probably another catch-up video end of next week. We'll see how we go. Have a good weekend, everyone.